Hello, welcome back to Laney and the Frogs. We only call him Little Frog, and Simon and Stephen. We should probably come up with a name. He's one of the heatable ones. So I did use him last night because, time of the month. And I was like very surprised what it's like having a natural period again. But there you go. So anyway, today is not a ramble about health issues or anything else. Today is going to be a haul video. And I do have a lot of bits, and I have listed some things and I've sold them, so obviously you won't be seeing them. I will do the stuff which I have listed first so that I don't get confused, because there's so much opportunity for getting confused. Since I started putting things on Vinted, and since I've realised that Vinted is a load of horse shit, and I've been taking stuff off Vinted and putting it back on eBay, and then selling stuff that I've put straight back on eBay. There's more room for getting confused. But these things are on eBay. So things that I've listed on eBay, which I actually was hoping that these things would have sold, because I thought that they were pretty good. And I am trying to be picky, but God, I'm so torn a lot of the time. And I'm so confused about what is the best clothing to sell on eBay, because I hear other people complaining. I know how bad mine is. I know how some of the stuff which sells at the cancer research eBay stuff, the stuff that we send, the stuff that doesn't sell, blows my mind. Blows my mind what. All I can say is, if you want to do good sourcing, go to Cancer Research's eBay shop, because some of the stuff there, when they drop it down to the $3.99 starting bid, so I think they try it at $7.99, and then they do it at $5.99, and then they do it at $3.99, and just keep sending the auction live. And invariably, our stuff is selling for $3.99, which means it's had 3 goes at the wheel. Really weird. But anyway, my stuff, my eBay stuff, my eBay shop is a diabolical mess. So I do have to do some photography today. I have been working full-time hours for the last, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. 4 weeks, let's say 4 weeks. Anyway, this is a Joe Brown's coat, £5. I have paid for this. This is a size 14. I think it's got everything that is good about Joe Brown's. When I got it home, I realised I had a button missing. So I've pillaged a button off something else which is on auction for me and hasn't sold. You can't tell massively up close, but one of them does say Joe Brown's and one of them doesn't. It's just got like a crest on it, and it's a lot smaller. But it was better to have that than nothing. Maybe that's why it hasn't sold, because obviously I have declared that. It's only been listed for a week. So 2 of the things that I have listed have sold. This is the first time finding this. And I was really pleased to find it. This is Deal. So it's Deal clothing, and that's what the logo looks like. Like I say, I've never found it. So this is men's. A fisherman's smock is what it's called. I think I've also called it artist's smock. It's got British flag on it. It's got embroidered logo on the back. Deep pockets. Some people have got 35. I've put mine at 35. I'm hoping that that's not too far-fetched, and I'm hoping that I can get that. Like I say, never found it before. It's something that you'd probably more like to find down Cornwall way. We will see. I really started to question how good I am at selling on eBay these days, because it's so slow. This is what is this? The Paul Smith very picky with what I pick up with Paul Smith, but that's got the zebra, rainbow zebra on it. And it's supposedly, I think it's a decent size, a size medium. It is probably a little bit washed out, and I really struggle taking photos of green and burgundy now. So getting a new camera isn't necessarily the best. But I can't even use my old phone now and put it on eBay because I can't get the app on it. So it's a real pain in the arse in that way. Usually I can, by taking photos against a light wall, it accounts for it, but it's not accounting for it anymore. So Lord only knows. It's probably because my phone is now like a year old, so I have to get a new one. It's literally just as I put this video on, it was telling me I need to get a new phone. Leave me alone. Maybe everybody's struggling to sell things. This is Jigsaw, and it is new with tags. Fine knit trapeze sweater, was £89, sold at £44 for them when in their sale, and I think I've got mine on for £30. And I don't think it's anything special. It is just wool, and it's got a load of polyester thrown in. So yeah, well that should sell for spring. So those are all the bits I've got listed. This I should have listed because I have this photograph, but when I got so far, I don't even know how I managed to find out that the pocket had a hole in it. So I've got to deal with that pocket, otherwise I'll forget. So it's sat over there with my sewing stuff. So this I got with the intention of getting a few like really cool pieces. I hate when people call it pieces, but certain styles of things which would appeal to the Depop crowd. And I thought, well, this is that. So, you know, plaid, orange, a double pocket, Western style plaid shirt, which I hate the word plaid because it's tartan or check. The Ragged Priest, I have done well with the Ragged Priest previously. I see it a lot and I do tend to leave it. And then I've checked the prices that seem to be going on Depop, and it's around the £10 mark, and it's around the £20 mark on eBay. So that'll end up going on eBay at this rate, because I'm just like, well, why would I bother? Why would I bother? Sorry, I've just mopped the floor, and it seems to have taken ages to dry, and I'm feeling a little bit paranoid because for some reason I just mopped with bleach and not flash. So now I feel like I'm going to have stained a load of stuff. But I don't know, it feels like bleach takes longer to dry than flash. I don't know why. It's just because it's cold. Is it not? Right, next thing I have got is this huge pair of Hell Bunny, which I don't, you know, they look huge and they are wide legs. So they should have everything going for them. They don't seem to sell for anything more than £25, maybe less. But I thought that they were really nice. Thinking about it, they probably are only a size 14. Yeah, apparently what I was wearing the other day was a size 16, which is a perfect fit. It just says large in it. I will probably list it as size 14. 14 is regarded as large. So I'll put them as a size 14. I don't think I can go wrong with them because the style looks like the one, does it not? They look superb. How much I paid them? £4 for them. They are superbly wide leg. So I really am hoping that they do well. I have then got a new with tag Zara dress because some of the Zara stuff is quite expensive originally. So this is £50 originally. It is only a size small. I did have an electric blue dress prior to Christmas, which did sell. A very similar style. No, it wasn't, because it was a halter neck. but similar material, but this is probably going to be harder to sell because this is like tie-dye and vomit colours. It's got a nice back. I mean, I should be okay with that. But then, you know, if somebody's going to wear this for a wedding, do they really want to be wearing tie-dye? I don't know. It might be a mistake. I might end up stuck with that. It might look better on the mannequin than swinging it around like this. It's got to look better on the mannequin. And some of this stuff, you just have to put it on a mannequin. So I have paid $5 for that. So that might be a mistake. I don't know. It's so hit and miss with a lot of stuff. This, I had this before and it sold straight away, and I think it was a size 16 before. No, it was a size 10 that I had before. So this one is a size 16 and it's Cath Kidston and it's got a cat in the pocket. Shame that was last summer. Otherwise I'd better use template, but there you go. You can't have everything, can you? This is a skirt. I don't know why I've picked this up. I should have left this. I keep doing this. I keep picking up skirts and then putting them back. I did it with a. It looks like it's been taken in as well. Has that been taken in, or is that just what it's supposed to look like? No, some clown's taken this in. Oh, I'm sick of clowns. I'm sick of dealing with clowns. Right, so now I've got to take this out because somebody's taken it in. They have machine sewed it, so it doesn't look too bad, but I'll unpick that. So it's even more of a mistake now. Yeah, fat face size 18, and it is a skirt, and that's going to take a while to sell. I know it will. So I'm annoyed that I've done that to myself. There were some really nice long sleeve shirt dresses that I saw from Fat Face, and I was like, no, don't buy them. And I don't know why I did that to myself, because I know that they will sell. So, and then I've come home with a Fat Face skirt just because it's size 18. I had a Marks and Spencer's linen skirt in my hand the other week, and that was the size 22, and I was all ready to buy that, and then I was like, no, you're not doing this. You are not doing this. And I've put that back. I have another Hell Bunny piece here. I've called it a piece again. What the hell's wrong with me? I'm the bloody piece. Other people, you watch other people and you pick up on their stupid phraseology, and it really does my head in, because it's not how most of us speak. It's like there's only one person in my entire life who I've ever known who used to use the word hun, and it was her thing, and she would, you know, and I never had an issue with her because she used to call everybody hun, and it was her thing, and now everybody calls some people hun. And some people shouldn't use words that aren't there in their vocabulary. Yeah, anyway, so I've got this, and it is a size XL, so it's probably a mistake, because people who are a little bit bigger probably want a little bit more length on their micro mini skirts, because they want a micro mini skirt, but they probably still want to cover their arse cheeks. So I don't know how well that's going to sell. There's another version of this. I had a Hell Bunny skirt, which was like really asymmetrical, you know, like 25 years ago. And that style is still selling really well on eBay for like £25, sometimes £35. Yeah, I think it's more like £35 actually. And it's like, it's pink and it's tartan, and it is very flattering. But this, I'm not sure if this one's going to sell for any more than 20, but never mind. It's nice, and I've only paid £3. I have got a Lucy and Yak. This will not sell for much, but again, I do think I need a certain type of thing if I want to start doing Depop. And if I do Depop, I want to put on a bunch of stuff which is decent when I actually like pull myself out of my. When I found time to do it. Yeah, I don't know when that's going to be. I'm sort of aware in the back of my mind that I'm away and I'll have to turn my shop off. I'm away in March, so like less than a month away. I'm going to have to turn my shop off for a week, and I don't think there's any point in starting new things too soon. Anyway, that is just Lucy and Yak. what is it, size medium, and it is just a daisy on there, and it will probably only sell for like around £6.99. I have got a Keith Haring t-shirt here. This is a Uniqlo one. They always eventually sell if you price them right. So they used to be really, really popular, but these are a staple for like festival season, are they not? This one, I haven't seen this print. This isn't a common print, so I think that one will do all right. I'm hoping that I can get around 20. Sometimes I let them go for the 15 mark. And then I have some Lululemon. Now I think Lululemon has possibly had its day. This is another Lululemon with tag cut out. I've just been looking at some of these. So I've got 2 pairs of leggings here. I've had a load of shorts, most of which I've sold. One is coming back because I didn't list it right. Some are linerless and some of them have a lining. And so what I have been implementing in the last week, because I've been working shifts starting at 11 o'clock, I have been getting myself up out of bed, having my breakfast, sorting myself out, and making sure that I do an hour and a half of work in the morning before I go to work. So I've had stuff photographed ready to list, which is what I'll probably do with this: get the photographs ready and have them ready to list, and then I'll be able to do it in the hour that I have in the morning where I've got a bit of time. However, because when I'm like thinking, oh, I've got to be leaving the house, I've got to leave and go to work in a minute, probably have been rushing a few things. And I rushed one of them because I was like, oh, I've got the template for that because I've already had a bunch of these. And then instead of putting linerless, I put lined in it, and they've immediately sold to somebody who wanted the linerless version or the lined version. I don't know. I don't even know which one it is now. Anyway, I did the wrong thing because I was rushing to do it. So although I was like feeling super productive and thinking, yes, I can keep doing this because this works, I'm making mistakes because I've not been like in the flow state and just like thinking, right, I'm just sitting down and doing this one task and cracking on with it. And the thing is if bloody tags weren't cut out, I would be okay with this. Now, I've heard a lot of people saying that there is a dot inside these things. So I have these 2 pairs of leggings here, which are very nondescript. They have no outer pockets. However, inside this one, it's got a little, whatever that is, an inner pocket. It probably is an inner pocket. And inside said inner pocket, there is this dot, which should be able to tell me the size, the style name. So I'm glad to find that because I was wondering what the hell I was going to do with this. The said style name is a code at the bottom of all of the tags, which makes it a whole lot bloody easier. Same with these. So these ones, that is the outer because we've got a logo on it. We've got an outer logo on it there. And inside, it has got that thing there. And again, the style is in there. Extra small, 6. I don't know what 6 means. Anyway, I'll look into that later. However, I've got this flipping top here. And for love nor money, I have no idea where this... I mean, I'll be able to find this on style. However, it would be useful to be able to find this style dot because it tells you what size it is, because I keep saying that things are small and who knows if they are. So I have no clue where this style dot would be on this because there's nothing. It's not like them where they've got a pocket. It hasn't got anything that's sort of sewn into it. So I'm really quite confused as to how some people are implying that they all have this. Is it just got a lousy seam somewhere and it's inside there? Because I can see nothing where they would have hidden it on this top. Nowhere. It is shoddy workmanship as well. I mean, look at that. Who finishes a seam like that? There's people making stuff at home who are making a better job of this. Yeah. I'm clueless. So I know that a lot of people like bounce off the wall saying how easy it is to find the style dot. It is not easy to find the style dot on some of these garments. On some of these garments, it just simply isn't there. So I think what we're saying is if it has pockets, the style dot is inside that pocket. But I have no idea where it would be on that. So anyway, yeah, I paid £2 for that. And that's probably a mistake because I do have a bra, a workout bra, which isn't selling. Why have I put that there? I haven't photographed that. I've got some bits here which I've photographed, but I haven't shown in a haul. This is one of them. I think I have shown it in a video because I just love it. I loved the whole. There was a big haul of stuff which came from a lady who'd obviously passed on. Because that's what happens when you're a charity shop. You see everybody's life laid out in cardboard boxes. This is one of many, many vintage Marks and Spencer's dresses. The St. Michael label, because everybody calls it St. Michael now, even though it's Marks and Spencer's. Size 20, so it will be a size 16. The only bit of bad feedback that I have the only negative feedback that I have on my eBay account that's currently like waiting to drop off is from somebody who doesn't understand the concept of vintage and modern day sizing, in that this size 20 from the early 80s, because that's what that is, will be a modern day size 14. Even though I'd explained it 3 times, they decided to give me bad feedback, which eBay would not remove. So I just put an explanation on it and just moved on, because who cares? People can read it. People need to wrap their head around it. It's like this week I have a wonderful pair. I've bought a wonderful pair of cord trousers which fit me really well. Short leg, Marks and Spencer's. They say size 16 in it. I don't want to think that I'm a size 16, but clearly I am if they fit perfectly. I have other size 16s which fall off my body. But, you know, this is a pair of trousers. You need to get over the fact that sometimes the sizing label doesn't fit with what you want. If they fit, they fit. They look all right. They're not bothering me. They've got pockets that stuff don't fall out of. They've got pockets I can actually fit stuff in. So they're my new trousers that I'll wear a lot. Anyway, this is so fabulous. This is the one I resisted so many of them. There were so many very beautiful linen dresses. And this is the one that I came back with because I did like the print on that. And I just thought, this has got to be a winner. Matching belt. It's got to be a winner. So I resisted, but not with that. I did come back with that. Okay, what else have we got here? I have no real idea. This looks really worn out. Why have I come home with this? I've got a Carhartt jumper here, but it does look rather piled. And it's in a size small, which won't help its selling desirability. But there you go. I paid £4 for that. And I've got another Keith Haring t-shirt. It's for the same reasons that I bought the other one. This one's called Radiant Child. This one is a very common design, so I'll probably end up letting that one go for 15 unless somebody really needs it in yellow. But again, it'll sell really well for festival season, and it's Uniqlo. But yeah, they're common as muck. They're common as muck, but people do like them. I have a weird dress here, which I don't see. It's Karen Millen. It is Karen Millen. I remember now. Oh, I keep thinking there's stuff on it, but it's got a glitter to it. within the fabric, which was going to be impossible to photograph. And I can't for the life of me remember how this goes. That is the back, and that is the front. So it's a bit of an open back, strappy dress, open back, strappy dress, I think. Well, no, it's not a strappy dress. Well, it is a strappy dress, but it's a good, like, midi, if not maxi. And I can assure you, this glitter is nice and subtle. So this one should be a winner if you're looking for wedding attire. So I'm really hopeful that this will do well. I think I've paid £5 for this. No, I paid £3 for this. Karen Millen, £12. If I had been pricing that day, I would have priced this at £5. So whoever was pricing did not do their job, because obviously that is slightly more than a basic dress. Really hoping that I can get 30 to 40 for that. The thing is with me and Karen Millen is that some of them I do price high and then I very much regret it and it doesn't sell. So it's like a lot of things. If you just don't go in there with the right price, you're just screwed. But then I also, because I constantly send out 20% offers, I don't want to go too stupid with my price. I just wish that things would sell for full price without you having to entice people all the time. I've got another Carhartt t-shirt. This one is in medium. Can't go wrong with these, but they are only going to be 15 quid. And this one's different. Another Carhartt, but a long sleeve. And it's got a heart on it, which is a bit weird for them. Heart. Again, medium. So hopefully those should be 15 to 20. I mean, I do feel like you have to accept lower offers now because everybody is doing this. And I feel like I need to give my head a wobble with just how much clothing I'm picking up because I don't have time for this. My time should be spent sorting and listing Lego. If I had a whole dearth of Lego listed now, I wouldn't have dead sales because I know what my spreadsheets say. I know that Lego is a consistent seller and I have not been a consistent sorter of my Lego. So it's kind of my own fault. There is too many people selling clothes, but this is always a consistent seller as well. So yeah, everything just feels like a bit of a bottleneck at the minute. What have I got there? So I've got two things now that I've got to repair. I've got 3 things that got to repair because there's something sat over there that's waiting for repair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things to photograph today. That's realistic. It's realistic, but it's also not enough. If you're like thinking, oh, you've got to have 5 things go live every day, it's not enough. But I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is if you've got a part-time job. I think I was pretty good when I was on a 20-hour contract at keeping up with things. When I had my days off, I'd crack on with it. And if I knew that I was slacking a bit, I would do lots of work up until 1 o'clock before I had to have some food and go to work. I think I was quite disciplined when I was a 20-hour contract. 30 hours is a struggle for me. I'm going to continue, if I can, doing what I've been doing and listing in the morning. Just try and focus myself. I'm more or less doing like 5 items in an hour in the morning, and it is a good start to the day, and it is a focus. I just need to see how I go with that. It's hard to gauge anything at the minute because eBay is so dead. It is so dead. I think one of the eye-opening things is the fact that I do fiddle ass about too much, and I do spend a lot of time wasting time. This morning I have cleaned the apartment because obviously it needed doing. I needed to thrash around with the hoover, I needed to dust, I needed to tidy up some bits because it was bloody awful in here. So I have spent time doing that, and I've changed the bed sheets and I've done that. So I have done other things on my day off, which takes time away from eBay. But one of the things that I did notice is that one of the hours that I spent this week, so I think I started at probably 8 a.m. doing a stock take on one box, and by that I mean I ended it all, looked at the box, checked through it all, went through my listings, and then rescheduled them and making sure that there were no errors in it. I also pulled some of the stuff off Vinted and put that back on eBay, and I did all of that in the space of an hour and a half. So I think it goes to show that by using an hour and thinking, right, I have an hour and a half to complete this task, I focus on it and I get it done. That has been quite eye-opening, and I do need to bear that in mind. So I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. Obviously, I know now that I do need to be careful if I'm listing, not to rush it, because I'm thinking, let's just squeeze another one in. You've got 5 minutes before you need to go. Don't do that because you've made mistakes. But I'm going to keep doing that because I think it's the best move for me. But anyway, yeah, in general, eBay is not the best at the minute. But I'm going to keep plugging on with it. And then I need to somehow find some time to do Lego. And I just don't know how I'm going to find time to do that because it's very time consuming. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this haul. It's not been a grand haul. I mean, you can see there that there's only about 20 things there. And some of that is listed, some of that's sort of like in the pipeline. But it's not a lot of stuff. It's not a lot of new stuff which is hitting my shop, and it's not the greatest. I'd like to be able to sort of pitch it at a certain level, but I feel like I'm still picking up. They're not what people call them showstoppers. I don't expect to have like lots and lots of showstoppers, but they're not. They're slow burners. They will sell, but not as quickly as I would like. So I don't know if I'm doing things right. I really don't. But I'm going to keep going. So hopefully a lot of you guys that resonates with you. But what can you do? You can only source what's out there. And this is a prime example of what was out there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you again soon. Goodbye.